be able to record these joints. And oh, here we go. About to get it started, ladies and gentlemen. My guest today is a McDonald's All American. He goes by the name of Mr. Damian Dunn. We're gonna chop it up. Hillside High Central. Let's go.
What up,
There we
man?
go. There we go. Here we go. Hey, Damian, what's going on, man?
Hey, I just want to correct you. I was just nominated for the game. I wasn't a McDonald's All American. I just got nominated.
Well. For Hillside, you there. For
Appreciate it.
Hillside, you there.
I think AAU helped me with that one.
Hey, you know what? Let's jump into that real quickly. Now, because it's a different game nowadays. When it comes to basketball, playing AAU and biddy basketball at high school. Now, you played all those games and all those been in all those realms. When did you get into the AAU circuit, though?
Shit, I want to say I was in the 8th grade, and one Saturday morning, my father took me to the North Y downtown.
Yeah.
It was a whole new fucking world. I mean, them kids was good. I thought I was the shit coming out of Little Hillside, man. I was scared as hell. And they whooped my ass bad. They whooped my ass bad. I mean, and like everybody knew each other because everybody was from Newark and I was from Hillside. So I didn't know
Right.
none of those cats. All those good dudes that played for Shabazz and West Side, all them schools, they tore my ass up. But I mean, it was a learning experience. But yeah, it was rough eventually when I first started playing.
Damn, yeah, because I remember. Well, I mean, you go around as a kid. I was always tagging along as Kurt's little brother.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? I remember them wars in the back of your house back in the day.
Yeah.
Playing the Bruffs, 21s. You know?
I used to play to 100. We used to play
Yeah,
to
right.
100.
Yeah. So, like, with that being said, like, because you're coaching now too, like me. We're gonna start there with the coaching thing, and we briefly touched on it. And like these kids, it's not the same out here. When you came to Central, you had your A game, you was ready to play. You know, you was somebody if you played at Central.
Well, first of all, you couldn't even play at Central on that side of the court to use,
The A
have some
court.
type of skill level.
Right.
So for the first few years, we used to look over and see them play. We knew everybody. We just knew we wasn't ready. So eventually, when we got a little older, I want to say either going into my junior year or sophomore year, we started playing over there, getting picked up. They kind of knew who we were. Just starting to play at the Hillside High Circle a little bit, and then we finally got to play over there. So it was like we kind of earned our own, gave us a lot of confidence finally getting on that side of the court. So we wouldn't dare go back to the court once we made it to that court. You know what I'm saying? Especially people came from all over. It just wasn't Hillside. People came from all over and played. You know what I mean? So that was the fun thing to do. That every night after we was kind of swim in the pool a little bit and then come over there and just start playing. But like I said, we passed the PAL to come all the way to Central. People don't realize that. We had a park in that area. Majority of people that play from Central live from Hillside Avenue up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Y'all lived around. There wasn't a lot of people that lived around there. We literally passed the PAL to come all the way to Central. And we ain't had cars, so we had to fucking walk.
Yeah, that's right. Now, see that, and that's the conversation you and I and Jamar and Cherry had too. Now, don't get me wrong, because I lived on both sides of town, and we went to the PAL. The PAL was in, but when you wanted the ball, you came down there to Central, man. And a lot of people, like you said, walk past the PAL just to get to Central.
I'm born and raised in Hillside, so someone can speak different. It's probably true, but from my era, from like the 90s to I graduated Hillside High in 1995, everybody was playing at Central.
Yeah.
I played at the PAL a few times, but no one really played at the PAL like that, unless you didn't want to walk all the way to Central. But if you really wanted to play, you was going to Central.
Right. Now, let's get into high school ball. When did you beginning to start? Because I seen you bubbling. You and Phil, you guys were bubbling. You guys were good in my book. And then once you went to that next level, once you got to high school, because I was, like I said, Kurt, little brother. I'm running behind you guys, and I'm looking. I see what's going on. I just can't do it yet. So
but
I guess I want to say, go ahead.
No, I was saying you, Phil and your brother. We played together since maybe 5th grade, 4th grade, we started playing. I know I was going to Hurt and Looker, and Kurt and Phil was going to WOK.
Right.
But we was all on the same squad, coached by Phil's father. I want to say that had to be at least 4th or 5th grade when we started playing together. So coming through high school, you know, we was just used to playing each other. You know, Kurt was the man. You know what I mean? I think he got to start varsity, I want to say it's junior or sophomore year. And I was 6th man when we were juniors. Because, you know, we played with them legends like with Chimo, Isaac, Kendall, Lamont Adams. You know, all of them was playing varsity since they was freshmen. And they was a year above us. So when they was seniors, we was juniors. So we, you know, we played with them.
Yeah, that's right.
What you can get on there. You need to get Lamont Adams and Isaac and all them up there in Chimo.
I've been trying. I'm working.
Yeah, they held their own. Like they created. Like we really rode their coattail. So all them years with Delvon Arrington and Darryl Purnell, you know, we rode their coattail. You know, they kind of, you know, even with you know, rest in peace James and Mazik. You know, they started all.
Oh yeah, that's right. Damn, because Tat spoke highly about him too. So
yeah, James Mazik, that was the man. That was the squad that really, like, again, this is just speaking from what I can remember. That was a squad that kind of started it when they won that championship. That kind of put it on the map, and we started rolling from there.
Yeah. So now let's talk about your. I'm gonna go junior year. How well do you remember that? Your junior year.
Go ahead. What you got? I'll tell you. I'm getting
now, because like I said, I saw you blossoming. I saw y'all bubbling. Then I saw you get a little height on. The fro grew a little bit bigger. It was a different type atmosphere.
Yeah, junior year I got to play, and we again playing with Lamont, Isaac, and all them boys. You know, it was tough because, you know, they was so talented, so they made practice tough. So, you know, I felt the pressure that I had to step up. So, like, me and Isaac, we was talking on Facebook a little while ago. You know, we went over to the championship that year. You know what I'm saying? We lost, but, you know, I did well in the States that year. I think I averaged like 12, 13 points, but shit, I ain't do shit at the game at Rutgers. That game still haunt me to this day. Played against fucking Lamar Greer.
Yeah.
Township. I'll never forget that game. I ain't like scoring double digits through the whole playoffs and score fucking 0 at the championship game. Oh my God. My father got a picture of that game still in he had in his office. Man, take that picture now. we got ass whooped pretty bad by Lamar Greer in Middle Township. And then, like I said, that was 94, my junior year.
That's right. I remember that. I remember, like I told Phil last night, Phil put that game up. And I was like, you know what? I was there because I wanted to get on the bus. And I made a big fuss about getting on the bus. And my mother like, nah, you got to ride with us. You got to ride with us.
Man, I mean, I couldn't wait that long-ass ride from New Brunswick back to Hillside.
Yeah.
Then I had to walk home from goddamn the high school all the way home. Man, I couldn't wait to be by myself. Man, I cried like a fucking baby. That's one game I cried on. I cried like a baby. I played so fucking bad and we lost. And like I said, man, you take that shit for granted, you know, playing with them. You know, I think I played in championship game my sophomore year. We lost. I remember scoring in that game, but I got in during garbage time as a sophomore. So, you know, I was hyped up. That game was on TV.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. The TV game.
Yeah, we ain't make it back our senior year. So, man, we kind of took that shit for granted, man. We ain't make it back our senior year. So we lost to Mendham in the goddamn state at their goddamn spot. Mendham, New Jersey. We lost to Mendham High School. Man, we was playing in goddamn Duke Indoor Stadium, man. They had a fucking cheering section. Man, them boys was lighting our ass up. And we got our ass whooped. I mean, we was close. They ain't blow us out, but they goddamn pretty much whooped our ass the whole game.
Yeah.
And shit, basketball, that shit, I ain't know it, but that shit ended that night.
Yeah.
I ain't know it then, but shit, that career was over that night.
Yo, man, what was you listed at in high school? Like, what was your height in high school, you think?
I think, I dangled close to 6, so maybe they might have put like 6'1", but I was I'm about 6 feet.
Yeah. I kind of figured that because, like, you had to bounce on the court, like, all right, yeah, I'm about to tear these niggas up type shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yeah. Well, what was he listed as?
Yeah, only about 6. And
6.
I just saw Rich Bullock, another
That's him.
player. You need to get, yeah, Shaq. That's Rich. You need to get him.
Okay, okay.
He kind of graduated with us too, moving over to the big court. So he was with us playing.
Yeah. I don't know. I remember that.
Yep.
I remember he suffered an injury to his knee or something.
Yeah,
like that, right?
he tore his ACL. Shit, I know he had a surgery recently in his adult life, but yeah, he messed up his knee. And his brother played at St. Pat's. John Bullock, another Central player. I'm telling you, is way older than just us. John Bullock, his brother, played at St. Pat's. He's legit too. He played at Elizabeth City.
Yeah. See, I didn't know his brother. I always knew him though.
Yeah, John is like I said when we talked earlier, man. You need to get them Brennan brothers from Elizabeth.
Yeah.
A few cats, Bub. There's a few cats that played there before we got there. We should just watch them.
Yeah, Rich. And Rich was from the docks. I got you, Rich.
Yeah. Rich, we started going, like I said, going to that senior year, me, Rich, and Phil and Kurt, we was playing there every day.
Yeah. And that's what I want to talk about too, because that's what I want to talk about too, because I remember that those days. You could ask me what I had for lunch today. I couldn't even tell you. But you asked me about some balling down the Central or Hillside basketball back then. I can tell you everything.
Yeah. I mean, I even went to Central on Sundays with my pops. Now, they ain't play full court. They play half court.
Half court, yeah.
I used to go on Sundays with my pops, too, and play with all his boys. So, like I said, like I was telling you earlier, driving by there now, seeing it empty, I just don't know, like, what happened, how it fell off so bad.
Yeah, man, that's ridiculous, too. But, like you said, it's a new generation. These kids out here, they'll probably go to the course for probably like an hour. Then they're in the house the rest of the day or doing something stupid.
Well, then now they winning football championships, so now I guess it's coming more of a football school than basketball.
Hillside.
Yeah.
From what I'm seeing, they not playing like no powerhouse teams like that though. But back then, you played somebody. Now you playing like these teams that all right, can you play? You eligible? All right, let's go. That's what it seemed like.
Yeah.
Like it's some talent, but it's not too much talent like how it was back in the 90s.
Yeah.
And just to let everybody know that this is the quarantine Hillside check-in. This is what we're doing. This is what I'm doing, and the footage will be up as soon as I can get it up. Because I mean, like it's been coming. I wasn't expecting everybody to be like, okay, yeah, when you want to do it.
Yeah, man,
I was trying to set up blocks.
It's interesting. Like I said, man, I can't take credit for nothing, man. I give homage to all those people before me. Like I said, when I can really understand what I was looking at getting older, going to those Hillside Christmas tournaments before I was even in high school. I just, like I said, seeing Zeke, Dave Burks, all these dudes, before me, looking at that big ass Hillside Rocks the house sign and all that shit. So shit, I just try to do what I can do when I got there. You know what I mean? Just try to keep up. Like I said, I feel as though we failed a little bit my senior year, but I did, like I said, I had got a chance to experience it, like my sophomore, junior. Sophomore, junior, I got my 2 jackets still. I should have put it on for this interview. I can't find one. I know who got it, but I ain't going to say nothing. It's a young lady that got my jacket now, but I still got one of them.
Damn. And then hold up. Now I'm thinking that Lamar Greer game, that was your last hurrah right
Still talking about that game, huh?
Yeah, I mean, like, because I'll get it confused.
Yeah. No, the Lamar Greer game, that was the championship game my junior year at Rutgers.
Right.
That was like Lamar Adams and all them senior year.
Mm-hmm.
Our next year, we lost to Mendham, a dude named Dan Ash. Some dude, that was the one who we was scouting on. He whooped that ass. Motherfucker would shoot like Larry Bird.
Yeah.
Bunch of rich boys up in Mendham, up in Morris County.
Wow.
We traveled up there. I mean, shit, our state tournament was rough. Shit, we almost lost at home to Governor Livingston. And we split with them. Yeah, I mean, that was all right. We used to kind of take for granted. They beat us at home. We beat them at home at their spot. They beat us our senior year at home. I never forget, on a Friday night, us bullshit. And then they came to us. I want to say our first game of the state tournament, and we won. Luckily, it was a close game. I remember Phil got a block at the end of the game.
Yeah, he was talking about that last night.
Yeah. He got that block. I give him that shit. I saw that shit right on the baseline. He got that block. We won that game. And then we thought we was ready to roll. Went up to Mendham. again, taking them for granted a little bit, I think, and they got an ass.
That's what happened with me this year. Because I mean, like we went 13-0 this year, 13-1. 7th, 8th grade boys. My son's senior year now. He going to high school next year.
Where you gonna go?
Not sure yet. Probably Benedict's if anything. But
okay,
I had a nice squad. I've always had a nice squad. I have a nice squad, and like we went in there, we breezed through everybody. Beating everybody with at least 25 or better.
Y'all playing local schools around? Every other school around
y'all? This is Catholic school, so we went to different towns. You know what I'm saying? We went to different towns, yeah. So we go in there this week, fresh off a bye. I'm in there, got the school all behind me, the parents, the kids, everybody, concession stand rocking. And we go in there, it's an early morning game, 10 o'clock in the morning. Everybody dragging their feet in. I said, no, this ain't the time for that. Come on, let's go. Let's go ahead so we can play this next game and win the shit. They're like, all right, so we up 15. Next thing you know, these guys did, when you talk about heart and hunger, these guys was hungry, and they came, beat us by 2 points. 2 points.
Your son gonna play AAU too?
No, he don't play AAU. I got my different, thoughts of AAU, but we ain't going to.
So AAU, honestly, I don't understand it now. I just know when I played, and again, this is back in the 90s, so I ain't trying to tell how everybody do it. It wasn't as many teams.
Yeah.
So I played with the Newark Rams, and it was one team in that area. St. Patrick's always had their team, but the other team might have been like for Bergen County, and then you had like your Jersey City teams. That was it. So, and then that experience was good for me because I was fortunate to go play in Ohio. I went to Arizona. I went to a few spots. So that got me kind of playing against some other competition. Because like I said, remember when I first started playing, I was getting my ass whipped.
Yeah.
You know why? As I got older, I started holding my own and was able to go to more tournaments with the Newark Rams. So what I'm saying, that's why, like I said, now I still like it, but it seems like it's a little flooded because I can just I can out the blue just start a squad, and then you start a squad, and we live within a mile of each other. So basically, we can have a tournament every weekend in the same city. So it doesn't seem like all the players from Union County was playing for Newark Rams. So when I would go to the practice, the older kids, I'll see all those people from like Scott, East Orange, all these different stars that out here. Now, mind you, I'm in 5th, 6th grade. See all these other stars that's in high school that I'm reading about. And remember, my father was a referee.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I got to go to a lot of games to kind of see who these people were. This is before social media, so I kind of knew who all these good players that I saw just going to his games. So it was like a good exposure to play against different talent, like I said. But today, like a few of my partners, I mean, they got like, he lives in the city of Richmond, and I'm sure it's like this here in Georgia. It's like 50 squads in Richmond. I said, how do you know which one to play for?
Right.
So he'll put his son on one squad, don't like it, pull him out. He'll put his son on another squad, this coach, he want to travel every week, so that's money. So one weekend he want to go to Tennessee, then he want to go to Philly. Oh, it's another tour in Ohio. So he'll pull him off that. So it just seems so convoluted, just too many teams. So like I said, it's taken away from that experience that I got to travel, because if you live in a city, all you're going to do is pretty much, if you pick the right squad, you're going to stay within the same city and just play against people you know. Like, I got to play against cats from Minnesota and, different, like far away. We went all the way to Arizona State. Dang. He was on their campus and playing, you know what I'm saying? White boys dunking on people, just a all-around different experience. Like, I look at some of my old brochures and see players that played in from that, like, oh, damn. Yeah. Like, Kobe was on that team. Like, I didn't play against that team, but you look at the programs from the different things, like some of these hot players out of, I got to play in a Gaucho tournament. Again, I'm older, so I got more confidence. So Friday night, who we play against? The Gauchos. Who's the star man from that motherfucking team? Stephon Marbury. And his brother and his cousins and all these other D1, they had a squad. So Stephon caught the ball on the wing, Me, I ain't think he that nice. This motherfucker tried to yam on
What?
him. He did. He missed it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know who else was in that tournament that I saw before social media? Who's still active in it? Sham Guy Wells.
Really?
I used to see the motherfucker come down, do all that shit, pull up from half court. Sham Guy, to me, when I saw live, was better than Stephon in high school.
Wow.
I know Stephon got all the hype, and deservingly so.
Mm.
But at that Galto tournament, what I saw is goddamn Sham Guy was better than me. Wow. All those dudes from St. Raymond's was nice. You know, a lot of them was nice. You know, I don't know if you remember John Celestine. He was from Piscataway. He played for the Lakers. He was in it. He held his own. He's from Piscataway. He ain't come to Central, but he's from Piscataway.
All right.
He held his own. Like I said, man, you need to get Delvon on here. He held his own all the time.
Yo, you know what?
And Rich went with me. He drove with me to that game at the Gauchos that Friday night. He was there.
Yeah, but Delvon, and the funny thing about Delvon too is like he was Hillside homegrown, but went to St. Anthony's, but lived at Central.
Delvon was so good that he needed to go where he went.
Like,
I don't think nobody ever thought that it was close that he was going to go to Hillside. Like, I never thought so. No. You know, like I said, and he did what he had to do because he started, I think, as a freshman at St. Anthony's, and he played all 4 years. So, like I said, I mean, he could have did excellent in Hillside, you know, but like I said, he made the right move for him.
Yeah, he definitely made the right move because, I mean, like, I'm just saying, like, for him, that was a different breed, man. I'm just saying he was just in my class. Like, I knew, like, we went to school together, everything. Knew him and everything, but like when it came to basketball, he was like, damn, nah, nigga, you play on that B court, I'm over here on the A.
Yeah, I remember like when I first saw him, like that's what's the name, brother?
Wayne.
Like, what grade he in? And I was like, shit. And like I said, he was always able to hold his own and play with us. So like I said, we knew he was too talented to stay local.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Now, while we on this topic, while we here, what's your top 5 guys that you ever see play basketball at Central? Top 5 guys. Like me, for example. I took Tat, Victor Wells, the young boy Kelvin. I took Kurt, and I took Snap. I mean, like, you could pick any 5 that you want that you ever saw, played with, played against, any 5.
Central?
Yeah, at Central.
I'm going to go with the Brennan brothers was decent.
Okay, we'll make it that one. But
I'm gonna give both of them.
Oh, you want both of them? So
nice. Yeah.
Okay.
At Central.
Yeah.
Lamont Adams will always go on my list.
Okay.
Tat.
Okay.
The guard from St. Patrick's, Chris. I know people that play. I know Phil know I'm talking about. I can't remember his last name.
Yeah, me neither. I know who you're talking about though. The guy. I always thought that he. Was
small, left-handed, ball head, can jump out the fucking field.
Yeah. And he was a
local.
He was a local from out. Like
he was local. He lived. I don't know if he lived in Hillside. I know he went to St. Pat's, but I don't know if he was actually from Hillside. But he was there. Excuse me. He was there like every day.
Every day. He'd drive by. I see him.
Yeah.
Yo, who got next?
Yeah, this other dude was nice, and he was at a Essex Catholic named Eric Tasker, another guard that can jump. See, these like people outside of Hillside that I've seen at Central. You know what I mean? It's a few that used to come make their guest appearances, but I'm definitely Dwayne Lamont, the Brennan brothers. I'm trying to think who else. I mean, it was so many of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I never saw the guy we was talking about, Victor Wells. I heard a lot about him.
They say that's God. They said that's basketball God.
I never. Like I said, I remember Coach Sellers talking about him, but I never seen him play. The other guy, Mayo, I heard a lot of things about him, but I never saw him play.
Who was that? Who was that one?
You said Kevin Mayo.
Kevin Mayo? Oh, no, you talking about Kelvin. Kelvin, there you go, King of Hillside.
Yeah, I never seen him play at Central. I mean, I see his clips now. He seems nice, but I never seen him play at Central.
Yeah, he came along when he was a kid. He was a kid. He was like literally a kid with natural skills, natural abilities, and he worked hard, and he's working hard at it.
What part of Hillside are you from?
He lived right around the corner from me. Right there on Broadway.
He said, yeah, I heard he was good. Yeah, I heard he was good, but yeah, I never got a chance to see him play.
Yeah, but that's real talk. He was way younger. Like, Kelvin was way younger. Kelvin, matter of fact, what year did you actually graduate? I forget. Not from Benedict, but the school that you graduated from. What year was that? He gonna tell us in a minute. But he's way younger than you. Like, you probably seen him, and he was literally a kid. Literally.
Yeah.
And he nasty. He put it all together. He got some help from Kurt. He got some help from Victor Wells, and he worked hard, and he doing his thing. Definitely doing his thing.
Yeah, I'll put your brother in there. Your brother used to hold his own at Central. He was good at shooting at them goddamn metal backboards.
Yeah.
Then like you said, once Kurt started jumping, motherfucker was dunking and doing his thing. Like Kurt to me was the man. I'll give it to him 20 years later. We've been playing together since 5th grade, but Kurt was always a scorer. Kurt was the man. Very athletic, fast, play hard all the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man.
I gotta give my homie some. Kurt was the man.
Yeah, and I mean, like, if I could get him, I would, but I can't. Yeah, cause that
man.
Great. But I got his running mates with him, so I mean, like, y'all speak highly of him and everything. That's what's up, man. It's greatly appreciated.
Yeah, Kurt's been like top tier ever since we always played together. You know what I mean? I just feel bad because like growing up, he was the tallest motherfucker out of everybody.
That's
so
what we got.
When we played bitty basketball, which is kind of wrong. I don't know if they do it to this day.
Nah.
We got to be on a traveling all-star team, so we got to travel.
Yeah.
He was always too tall. Like, you had to walk on this. We had to go get measured.
Yeah.
And Kurt was always tall, and he couldn't play. I think we could have did better in all these tournaments if he could have played with us.
Yeah.
Like, the best kid, like, if we was all 12, he's the best 12-year-old in Hillside. And we going on these traveling teams playing against these other teams, but we don't got Kurt because he's too tall. That ain't his fucking fault. So, like, I want to say the last 2 years or maybe last year when we really kind of thought we was good and started playing, Kurt couldn't even play with us.
Yeah. He kept getting hurt, too. I remember one game I was at, and I think he caught a dunk, or right after he dunked, he came down, rolled his ankle. That was it.
Yeah.
That was it. I remember that game. I forget who it was against, but I remember that game because I still got the clippings out here in the garage.
Yeah, Kurt was the man.
But shit, we talk about Mr. Damian Dunn today, man. That Damian, like, I'm gonna tell y'all from my personal experience, and I can go on and on, but we only gonna do this for an hour, huh?
I'm just humble, like I said, man. I just come from the cloth that everybody before me created. You know what I mean?
But let me tell you, let me tell you, because just like I told Phil last night, I'm like, yo, when we was on the court, and I finally got the opportunity to at least play one time with you guys, like that group, Kurt, you, Phil, and I forget who else it was. Oh, I'm not sure if it was Rob, Rich, or somebody else. And when I finally got the opportunity to play with you guys, that shit felt good and it felt like an honor. That's why we honoring you guys today. today.
So you feel the same way when I finally got a chance to get on the court. You're like, damn, I'm here. Like, they picked me to play. You know what I mean? Like, we won. You know, I'm on this side. And like I said, it was just kind of, you know, they was like not passing the torch, but respecting us enough to be on the court.
Exactly, yeah.
Like, damn, you even know my name. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, damn, we get to play with y'all finally. That's why, you know, it was like the OGs. We was like the little G's coming up. And I guess that's how you feel about you. Like you said, you's always Kurt little brother.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
I forget that y'all got one younger than y'all. He probably don't remember us. Torian don't remember us because he was like little.
Nah. You know what? That's probably why you don't probably remember Kelvin now. Torian was little. Matter of fact, he just ran to the store. He's the one to do all the editing and everything here. He the one who said, yo, Damian. And then somebody else said your name, Damian. Yo, y'all ain't had Damian that up there yet? Damian,
yeah, I think Torian was so small.
Yeah.
Like, you was Kurt's brother hanging around. Always. Yeah. It's like you had to hang with us, so we got used to you being around.
Right.
But Torian was even younger than you, so that's why I thought he wouldn't remember us.
Yeah. Oh, no. He remembered.
Yeah.
He remembered, man. And
I
speaking
see
of brothers,
grown ass man now. I mean, everybody grown. We all older now, but like I said, just all I remember, little Torian.
And remember now this something new. I'm gonna try this with you. We had sets of brothers that played basketball together, or like that just was basketball to pass the torch. Like let's say your brother and you had Phil and Kenny, Delvon and Dwayne.
They don't count because he ain't go to high school.
Yeah.
The best brother duo in Hillside would have to be, from what I hear, and I think it's true, is Tat and his brother.
Tat and Tone, right?
Yeah. I don't think it's been like something. If something came after '95, I don't know. But from what I hear, and I do remember going to those football games, I do remember that. I don't think, from what I hear, it's been a better duo.
Yeah.
So someone way back in the '80s can name somebody else, because I think that was about the '80s with Tat.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody else.
Then and like the most that I hear about that too, it's like nobody was touching them.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Yeah. I don't know if Tone played basketball, but I heard he was a beast. Like Tat was the quarterback and he was a running back type duo type shit.
Yeah, and he also ran track. He ran track.
Yeah. I don't think I've met him. Like I know Tat, but I don't think I remember meeting Tony once we got older. Like I don't remember him like that.
Yeah, he's supposed to be like a not to jump up, put all his business out there, but I heard he's like a DJ or something now, and he was doing this thing. He was doing this thing on that. Yeah. So, but now your Hillside years. Let's go back to that real quick. Not the games. Talking about the practices and the hard work that you guys put in under, rest in peace, the great Morris Griffin.
Yeah, man, I feel bad. That bothers me to this day, man. I'm not to change the subject, but I'm a consultant, so I travel for work a lot.
Okay.
So I was out of town for work. Like I wish I would try to, could have made the funeral, but Phil kind of was live with it. The whole memorial of the court and all that. And I should have made it to the game. I did. That was all on me. I should have tried hard to get the game, but he was a great coach, man. Like, would yell like a motherfucker, you know what I mean? But it never bothered me because I know how much he cared for us.
Yeah.
Like, he would tear into our ass, and it never bothered me one bit. Like, my mother's like, oh, he yelled too much. My father knew he was a good dude. Like, my father ain't say nothing, but him, I mean, Coach Sellers came to Atlanta last summer, and we talked about it. You know what I mean? Coach Sellers, Griff slapped me in the huddle one time. That's Coach Sellers' favorite story. Slapped me, and I ain't think nothing of it. I mean, he would yell, but I mean, you knew he genuinely cared for us. Yeah, rest in peace, but his practices was hard as a bitch.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, shit, we'll have that first practice after Thanksgiving. Motherfucker hit you with them double suicides and a lot of running. I mean, we had practice at 5 o'clock, so we used to be able to do what we needed to do after school. It was supposed to be homework, but shit, we'll practice to almost 7, 8 o'clock. Yeah. And like I said, walk our ass up that long ass hill.
Yeah.
I mean,
that was a hype, man.
But I mean, shit, Coach Griff, Sellers, Coach Sparrow, man, shit. We had a nice group of coaches. I can't say not one bad. Even Coach Randy, I can't say not one thing about shit from the time I was in Hillside till I graduated. Even Coach Hassan, our freshman year. I can't say nothing about all our coaches, man. Hard practices, but they were fun because we enjoyed doing it.
Yeah.
But I can't complain. I know a lot of people talk about their high school coaches or beef with them. I mean, I've been listening to cats fighting the high school coaches, man. Shit.
I saw that.
Yeah, we wouldn't dare try to do that with them. Yeah. The respect we have for them. But I mean, they was always, but then they was just so cool. So they made practice was hard, but it was fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now, shit. Our last year was a little stressful because we wasn't winning like that. So practice got a little harder. It was a little bit more serious, but still same respect for the coaches. Like I said, most of the time, me personally, I don't know how anybody else on the team. I just feel as though we let them down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I never forget we lost to Plainfield.
Really?
Yeah, we lost to Plainfield or somebody, and shit, we made fucking Rudy cry. You remember Rudy?
Yeah.
Old white dude. Yeah, we made him cry. I was like, man, we really shitty. You know what I mean? We made Rudy cry.
Yeah. Damn.
But
Yo, because the reason why I say Plainfield, because like now the schools that you guys are kicking their ass or maybe lost to is vice versa now. Plainfield,
yeah,
trash.
like me and my dad, he lives around the corner from me. He's down here, but he still keeps up with it. Like one school that from my freshman year to senior year, we always whooped their ass. I used to like playing at their school was Roselle Catholic. I mean,
Yeah.
because they had a nice little gym. They played music.
Yeah.
But now these motherfuckers ranked in the nation.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? So
like,
that's how shit is changed. But I get it, because if they become a school and they can recruit
yeah.
everybody go there, then it is what it is. But shit, I don't think I lost to Roselle Catholic my whole years in Hillside. I don't believe so. The only squad like school like that used to give us a little trouble. They used to whoop ass in football all the time, but I think we lost on my freshman year because we took them for granted. Was Immaculata.
Yeah. Yeah.
They was all right. They was all right. They definitely was a football powerhouse, but
Yeah. Oh yeah.
basketball we used to get with them. But they was probably the best non-black team we would play.
Yeah.
Like I said, we did kind of slip up with Governor Livingston, but all them other schools we used to play, we used to just run through them.
Yeah. And like I said, like and now, like I coach now. So like I said, you talking about Roselle Catholic? Oh yeah, they're number one. Oh, they play such and such tonight. It's on TV. It's this.
Yeah.
It's that. I'm like, I remember back in the '90s when them niggas wasn't shit.
Yeah. I
They
mean,
wasn't shit.
people went there from Hillside because they just didn't want to go Hillside.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
You either went there.
We lost to St. Pat's our freshman year.
Right.
I think we lost to them pretty much all the time till that time Lamont and them beat them. I want to say it was my sophomore year. They beat them on a Saturday on a snowstorm. And then we played them in the county finals my junior year, and we lost. We almost came back, but then Griff got a tech. I remember that. Changed the whole momentum of the game. But, we used to battle them all the time, too. But them, I don't even know if Roselle's good anymore or anything. I don't hear much about Roselle anymore.
I sent a lot of kids. I sent a lot of kids there.
I know the principal there because I played AAU with the principal.
Hold on,
He played for Elizabeth, Rashawn Mickens.
I gotta double check that.
He played at Elizabeth, but that was like our biggest game was the Roselle game. Like that game used to be so big, like my parents ain't allowed me to go before we got there because of the fight. Yeah. Like I couldn't go to the damn game until I actually playing it until I got to high school.
It's kind of like still like that right now, especially with Elizabeth. I think they went like 16-1 or 13-0, something like that. I forget what it was, but what was it? 18-2. 18-2. And and it's like, yo, these schools, it's different, man. It's a whole different ball game from the '90s, man. Whole different ball game from top to bottom.
Hold on one second. I'm getting interviewed on Instagram Live about Hillside.
Okay.
My wife and daughter came. Look nice. But the other game that we played that I know Phil don't talk about, your brother, is when we played Union.
Oh.
And then goddamn motherfuckers got the fighting at halftime. The game was on TV.
Yeah.
Everything. I mean, I was hyped for it, man. They was whooping their ass again. It was us again, up and down of our senior year.
Was it Union?
Huh?
That was Union?
Yeah.
Y'all was losing to them?
Yeah, Union was all right that year. I mean, it was big. I mean, shit, we was playing. It wasn't a blowout. I never forget. We was in the locker room, and you just heard the rumbling, and they just cleared out that whole gym, and they canceled that game. That game was a building back of the Suburban Cablevision.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I mean, I was hyped for the game. They interviewed me before the game and all that. And like I said, I wasn't playing that good anyway. And they canceled that shit at halftime. We ain't never make it up. Now as I seen here too. And that started from a beef at a house party in Vox Hall. I want to say a month or a few weeks before that. I ain't gonna call no names who started the fight. I who it was, but it was somebody from us.
Yeah. Because all I saw, because I remember I was a kid that year, and all I remember was a bottle going across from the side. I saw a bottle go. You know, it was like a Clash of the Titans. I'm like, oh,
yeah, we was in the locker room. I never forget. We just heard that rumbling. They told us to stay in the locker room. Next thing you know, it was like game over. Get dressed.
Damn.
And we ain't never finished it. Never.
So how did is that an asterisk down there? I mean, like, is that an asterisk in terms of like for that game?
I don't know what they did about it. I can't even remember. I mean, it wasn't like we made it up.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it wasn't a playoff game. It was weird that the fact that they was even on our schedule that year. Because remember, they wasn't in our conference. They they group 4. We was only group 2.
Yeah, exactly.
So they in a Wanchon conference. I don't know if it's still called that, like with Elizabeth and Irvington and all them big cities like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know how we got on their conference. Because I'll never forget, we had a game that Friday night and played them that next day, that Saturday night. We had like back-to-back games.
Yeah.
So
wow, damn. So Damian, what happened down there in what college did you go to? What college you went to?
Virginia State.
Virginia State. Now, did you play or not?
No. So what happened was the intentions were to play.
Okay.
But I got down there at that HBCU and it was a whole new world, and I'm gonna leave it at that. I mean, I went to a tryout, like the squad was already there. I didn't, didn't get recruited by them. I met the coach, and then I let it go, man. I ain't have a problem with it because I enjoyed myself that much at school.
Right. That's all that counts.
You know what I mean? Like Phil, I went that first year, the fall of '95. Phil came the next year, that fall of '96. I don't know if he talked about it with you. I know.
Yeah, we talked about it last night.
He got with him a little bit, but I don't know if he ever officially played on the roster either. I know he was like practicing with him because it was a guy there named Lil Mac from Shabazz. He was nice.
Hold on 1 second, Damian. Hold on.
Ain't nobody clean it up, but everybody come in here and motherfucking eat, right?
Ooh.